A murder confession. After 7 years, a woman admitted to murdering her landlord and Grand Rapids insurance agent Janna Kelly back in 2007. 52-year-old Robin Root is now behind bars, charged with open murder. 24 News 8's Heather Walker has the details of her confession to police and an interview with a neighbor who was with both women just days before the murder. Heather?
Marley, according to court documents, Root says it started as a verbal argument at Janna Kelly's home and ended in murder.
I'm grateful that they finally found the person that's responsible.
Daniel Olson was a close friend and neighbor to Janna Kelly.
Janna was the kind of person, she took care of everybody, and she was magnificent.
We learned that a police interview last night with Robin Root led to a confession and arrest. Root was a tenant of Janna Kelly until she was evicted for owing rent. Her rental was directly behind Kelly's home.
Janna was pissed, and she was pissed with the way the person left the place and stuff.
Olson says he was at Kelly's home a couple days before she disappeared when Root stopped by.
She came to the door and she said to Janna, I owe you a lot of money. I'm going to give you all the money next week, Wednesday.
According to court documents, during Root's confession, she said she went back to the home a few days later and got into an argument with Kelly about the money. The fight escalated and Root pushed Kelly, which knocked her unconscious. The court documents say Kelly was still breathing when Root dragged her body to the trunk of Kelly's car and left her overnight. She told police she then came back the next day and Kelly was dead. She then admits to driving Kelly's body to a field in Grand Haven where she dumped it, then left Kelly's car in Grand Rapids and walked home.
You ask yourself, why? Why take the good people? Why not all the bad people?
Janna Kelly's daughter tells us she learned of the arrest when police called her this morning. She says she was relieved by the news. Investigators tell us this case is still open. They're now looking into whether anyone else was involved. Live in studio control, Heather Walker, 24-hour News 8.
What incredible developments in this case. Heather, thank you for that report. We want to walk you through now how all of this unfolded. Janna Kelly went missing on December 4th, 2007. The next day, her purse and wallet were found at a Grand Rapids car wash. But it wasn't until the following March that her body was discovered in Grand Haven Township. Robin Root's arrest this week came after a cold case team began a more intense review of Kelly's murder last year.